Hi, welcome back once again to Top Notch Coding Center. So, the last time we cloned our repository, and like I told you, cloning a repository is having a copy of that work of the folder. Okay, a repository is like a folder where you're going to throw our things. Look at it like a drum, like a container online where we are going to put our stuff. We're just going to put our stuff just like that to scatter. We put our stuff in a container. Now we got that a copy of that container on our PC. Okay, so that container on our PC is what we're calling our local repository. So we are having it. It's called industry. We cloned it. Okay, in the previous class, we had cloned it, and everyone has a copy of their repository on their computer. If you can't find it and you're using Windows, you go to C, users. Which username are you using? You select the username you're using. You will see it there in one of the folders, and it's a folder. Today, we are going to put a file there and push it back here to GitHub. How are you going to do that? So you come here and open Visual Studio. Okay, so this is my Visual Studio. It's a place where I'm going to do my coding from. I come to File, Open Folder. Okay, and now this is Linux. So things seem to be direct, but for you guys who are using Windows, you go to C, local disk C, then you go to users, then you select the user you're using. When you click there, you'll see my industry, this folder. Open it. Okay, now inside this folder, I'm going to add a file. Okay, I'm going to come here, add a file. Let me call it index.html. And in my index file, I'm going to just put a paragraph. Don't forget this. Then I'll just put a paragraph here. Okay, I want to push this work to GitHub. This work to GitHub. Okay, this is the work I want to push to GitHub. So I save it. Whenever I see this white dot, your work is not saved. So I save it. Next step is to open the terminal. Okay, the terminal is here. When you look up here, the terminal is here. If you're using a Mac, you might have to move your cursor a bit up here. You see the word terminal. Click on it. Select new terminal. Come down here. Wait for it to load. So it loads when it's in your folder. Now, what is the first step? The first step is to type git status. Okay, know that? Git status. I'm assuming you're having Git installed on your laptop. If it's not installed, it will give you this command, cannot be found. Okay, so Git status. Git status is going to help us to show us which files have not yet gone online. They are still just on your laptop. They're not yet there online. Okay. The second step is git add. Now, for starters, we're going to write the file we are adding. So you're going to add index.html, this file in red. Okay. I forgot to increase the size. Control plus plus. Okay, I hope you can see my screen. So we start with git space status, then git add index.html. Okay, then you enter. Okay, now you have added that file. It's now you're staging it, it's getting ready to go to be shipped. Okay, the next step is git commit. Git commit. Please, they go in this order. Git commit -m. Git, when you get these funny things which make your laptop look narrow, you close them. So that step is git commit -m, put quotation marks, and you put the message. For starters, we shall use initial commit. Then you close the quotation marks, enter. Now, if you're using GitHub for the very first time on your PC, you need to set the configs. On a Mac, you might not set the configs, but if you're using it for the very first time, if you get such prompts, it means your work has not, it hasn't committed. So you're going to run these commands: git config --global user.name. So you come here and type git config minus global. So it is git config, okay, minus global. Then we have user.email, user.email. Then you put a space. Instead of putting yourexample.com, you're going to put your actual email that you use when you're opening Git. So my case, it is Carl. That is the email address. Please don't make any errors here. Otherwise, it will store wrong things and then they will not work. Okay. After putting your git config minus global.email, we go to the next one. You enter. The next one is git config minus global. Git config minus global user.name, user.name. Okay. Now here you put the name you used on your GitHub. What is your GitHub handle? Mine is that Namfuka. What is yours? Now it is this that we are going to use, and it's what's going to be on your handle is what you're going to use here. You enter. Okay, so I am done with that. So these things of config, these two lines, you only do them once on your PC, unless someone has reformatted or made some major changes. But this is a once-off thing. So you do the commit message again, git commit minus m, then you put initial commit, and then after you do git push origin main. I'll teach you detail about that. So the first time users, you always get these things like extension wants to use your GitHub, allow. These all come for the first time you use GitHub. So I reset my laptop so that we are at the same pace. URL handler open, no problem. Okay, so the work has gone to my GitHub. All right, how do you know that it has gone? You come here on your GitHub account. This is my GitHub account. Okay, you see we had only the initial commit and it has come initial. So I'm going to refresh. When I refresh, you'll see the file that I have added. This is the file I've added. And when you click on it, you'll see what's inside. I want to push this work to GitHub. So now, if this laptop gets lost, I know this repository is up to date. What I have on the laptop is also on the cloud. That is it for today's class. Have a nice day. I know this class is a bit tricky. If anyone has any challenges, just DM me directly. I'll call for a class when you have time and then we can fix it. Enjoy your day.